welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor and today we're going to be doing TBR prompts, pick my August TBR. But before we hop in the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you love all things books. Alright, so I'm probably going to pick all 5 prompts and then take you over to my TBR shelf. So prompt number 1 is, let's see, start a series. So pick up a book. So I have a part of a series and start a series in here, and start a series is going to be the first book of like a series. So I've got a few on there. So it looks like we might be delving into some fantasy this month, which I mean, I'm not mad at. I've been in that. Out of comfort zone read. So this will probably be something, let's see, out of comfort zone read could be content-wise or it could be genre-wise. I have one on my Kindle that I'm thinking of, but also we'll see. This could be like a mystery thriller or something, so we'll see how that works out. Then, okay, we have a nonfiction. Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to fill this with because I'm currently in the middle of listening to a nonfiction, so this one's already filled. It's going to be the one I'm currently listening to, All Boys Aren't Blue. And then author who has the same first initial as you. So that'll be T. So authors that have a T at the beginning of their name. And then the last one is tiny one. And it is a romance. Well, I'm in the middle of this romance, so you know this is going to be the one here. So yeah, I'm going to take you over to my TBR shelf and we'll go through the books that I'm picking for this month. So we are at the TBR shelf. It is all these books and then these books right here. These are kind of leftover books. So first off, the romance book I already showed you. I'm currently reading a romance, so Across the Line will be our romance book. Ignore this. This is going to Goodwill over there. And then for our nonfiction, we are going to do All Boys Aren't Blue, which I'm currently reading on, I'm currently listening to on audio. So this one will be coming with us. And then the next one is an out of comfort zone read. So I'm going to take that as to be kind of like a mystery thriller situation. So I could do To Have and Heist, which is more of like a romantic suspense, or I can do How to Kill Men and Get Away with It, which I think is more of a thriller. Or I could do, no, let me do this one. Let's do Snow Globe by So-Young Park. This is a Korean sci-fi, young adult sci-fi, and to be fair, I don't know that I've really ever consumed much sci-fi in my life, so I think we're going to do Snow Globe for that one. And then author has the same like first initial as me. I know for a fact that I have like 3 Timothy Janofsky books on here. Technically, I have started that. Will I pick that? Probably not. The Fake Dating Game, I really want to read, and then his newest one is You Had Me at Happy Hour. Maybe just because it's a new release, I'll pick that one. So probably put that one up there. So that gives us 5. Is that the 5? Cross the Line, All Boys Aren't Blue, You Had Me at Happy Hour, and then Snow Globe, which I'll pull out in a second. I just don't want to risk another, structural collapse here. Actually, I forgot to pick start of a series, so I could do Bones of Ruin, That Selfsame Metal, Anna Dressed in Blood. Let's see what else is the start of a series. Unstoppable, or A Mutiny in Time. I don't know. I've been putting off reading the continuation of these series a while, so I'll probably pick That Selfsame Metal because I've been really wanting to read that one. All right, so let's go through all of the books that I picked off of there. I know the footage was a little questionable. I'm gonna try and figure out how to film this. But first up, we have That Selfsame Metal by Brittany N. Williams. I don't know if this was her debut. It is her debut book, so it'll be interesting to read an author debut. And this one says, all the world's a stage and a new heroine is about to make her grand entrance. So essentially it follows, so it's a YA fantasy. I think it's queer, if I'm correct. So it follows 16-year-old Joan Sands, who creates and maintains the stage blades for William Shakespeare's acting company, the King's Men, using her magical ability to control metal, a power gifted to her by the Orisha Ogun. I'm not completely sure. So we've got fae, we've got magic. Maybe? Oh, we've got, it says swashbuckling, romantic, and full of the sights and sounds of Shakespeare's London. So I'm guessing historical queer fantasy going on situation here. I'm excited to see because I think the second book in the series came out this year. So I'm curious to see how this one goes. So then we have a nonfiction read. I'm already in the middle of this one, and that's All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson. So this is it says a memoir manifesto by George M. Johnson, who is a Black queer man, talking about his experience growing up being Black and queer. Everything I've listened to so far is very intriguing. Obviously, I won't rate this because I don't rate memoirs. There's some nonfiction that I will rate if I have some sort of subject expertise on it, but I won't rate this. But so far, the audiobook is great, and it's a relatively short audiobook, and this, I think it's classified as young adult memoir, but yeah, it's definitely interesting. I don't know, I think I'm on chapter 3 is where I'm at, so that'll be my nonfiction for the month. Then we're going to do an out of comfort zone read, and that is Snow Globe by So Young Park. It says, how far would you go to escape the cold? So this is apparently like a best-selling novel in Korea. It's a YA sci-fi, and I've kind of get the vibes that it's going to be a little bit like Truman Show-esque. First off, though, I just point out, look at those shiny little end papers. Love it. And yeah, so essentially it follows this society where basically the outside world has become too cold to be like habitable. But there's inside like snow globe area that is closed off where people can live. But part of the stipulation of them living there is that they like are essentially these performers on a reality TV show. And when one of the most popular people living there passes away and they don't want this person to be like killed off yet, they hire someone in to be like the doppelganger replacement and things like go forth on that. I've heard like good and bad reviews on this, so I'm curious to see what I think of it. I love a YA, I love the cover, but I don't know that I've really read too much sci-fi, so. Then we have an author who has the same initial as you, so it's going to be T. I love Timothy Janofsky's debut novel, Never Been Kissed, and I've bought almost every novel that he's put out since, but I have yet to finish one. I started New Adult this year, but I started it during the middle of a reading slump, and also it's like a time travel romance, which time travel is one of the things in books that can really deter me from like finishing it, so we'll see. It's softy enough for right now. Nothing bad to the author. But this is his newest release. And it's You Had Me at Happy Hour. It follows Julian, who is a sommelier in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, at his grandparents', or his aunt and uncle's restaurant, Martin's Place. And then while he is there working on getting his way out of Bethlehem, this new hire named Greg comes in, and he is like the charismatic, confident, like foil to the more like, I would say, reserved, quiet, like sophisticated Julian that we have. Wow, my ability to recite things today. And you know what? And they come to a little bit of a working relationship and maybe a little like personal relationship, personal deal that they come to. I think it might be a little friends with benefit situation here. Oh yeah, there's a no strings sex pact. They have a little like, yeah. So we'll see how it works out. And you know, we love adding, I think like 3 out of the 5 books are queer, so we love to see it. Then lastly, the book that I am currently in the middle of, and that is Cross the Line. This is Simone Sultani. I believe it is her debut novel. And it is an F1 racing brother's best friend romance that follows, I know the characters, I've been reading them. Willow, who has been in love with her brother's best friend, basically since they were kids, and Dev, who has just recently realized that Willow might be the girl of his dream, and Dev is an F1 racer trying to make his way up through the ranks, but he's on a team that really doesn't support him, and Willow agrees to take a job with him to be a social media manager for the season to help improve his image because she just graduated college and she's having some trouble finding a job in sports marketing. And you know, a little forced proximity situation never hurt anybody, right? So yeah, so far I'm like 2/3 the way through. I'm probably gonna finish this soon. I'm really enjoying it. Is it like groundbreaking sports romance? Not necessarily, but it definitely does touch on some harder topics. We have chronic pain representation here with Willow's character. I will say it's Willow Williams. The double Wills is driving me insane. With Willow's character, and there's a lot of other discussions had in there. So for a debut novel, it's good. I have a feeling that it's gonna. I think the problem is that it's a little more slow burny than I love. But you know, that's just me. But we're gonna withhold full judgment until I finish it soon. So those are the 5 books on my TBR. Let me know what your plans for reading this month are. I know in August, there are some releases that we're waiting out for. You know for damn sure that Daydream by Hannah Grace will be making it into my cart and onto the TBR. It will be read at some point during this month, but that's that. So yeah, and that's my TBR for the month, and let me know what videos you would like to see coming up.